Live. Hey everyone, we are live on the road from CinemaCon in Las Vegas back to Los Angeles.
Yeah, we are literally in the middle of nowhere.
We enjoyed some gas from Nevada. It was $4. That was great. Saved like a buck. But we're on the road back to our home, and here to answer any questions as we drive.
Should we do a burger review?
We'll do a burger review. Let's start with Starlink. This should be sponsored by Starlink because this would not work without Starlink. Alan went and bought the Starlink satellite dish internet, and it's on the car right now. Where is it?
It's on the roof. So it's a satellite dish. It's on the roof. We may not. It should be positioned a certain way, but thanks to Elon.
And look, there's Gary. Gary, where were you? We could have told you everything about the trailer, other things. Where were you? Then we started watching your live stream. I don't know. I have no inside knowledge, no knowledge whatsoever when that trailer's going to drop. But I suspect it'll come out tomorrow morning. That's just a guess. No inside info.
Yeah. We did get the Mandalorian and Grogu trailer. And then the first 15 minutes of the movie.
And we are looking, our comments are on, but I can't read them. Lori, you'll have to read any comments or questions. I don't even know what Gary said.
Yeah, what did Gary
just
say?
Now?
Gary's asking about the Doomsday trailer, so you kind of answered it.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's been describing it. There's a really good video of Rob Liefeld, kind of goes through what his impressions were. It's funny watching other people's impressions because everyone took away something different. I really like the look of Doom. Alan talked about Shang-Chi.
Yeah, Gambit. If you watch that Rob Liefeld video, he mispronounces everyone's name.
That's all right.
He says Yolanda instead of Yelena.
Yolanda.
Yeah.
She works in HR, actually, Yolanda. But I'm watching different reactions, and things went by so quick.
Yeah.
I didn't notice that Ant-Man was standing kind of at the back.
Oh, I didn't even notice Ant-Man.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, other people noticed different things in the trailer. It's definitely going to be one of those things that's studied once it comes out. But even though we watched the trailer twice, we didn't pick up everything.
Yeah.
But it was very much a teaser. Nothing about the story. Nothing about the stakes. Just Thor is really scared of Doom, and he gets help. He's enlisting Steve Rogers, not Captain America, mind you. Steve Rogers to help him.
Because there's already a Captain
defeat Doom.
America.
Yeah, it's
too.
Yeah, I mean, it's a teaser. But the funny announcement was this thing of Infinity Vision. We're going to get into it. It's a super lame thing because they could not secure the IMAX screens. They're going to rebrand premium screens as Infinity Vision, which is like a certification where these are certified large screen premium sound screens, but they're not IMAX or Dolby. So what the hell are they talking about? They already have, like at AMC Burbank, they have the laser, which is actually a very good screen. They have XL, which I don't know what that is. You go in the theater, it's tiny. They branded their screens different ways. This is a BS branding tactic as a way to kind of make up for the fact that they really messed up on IMAX. And I also have a suspicion that they will do a fan screening of Doomsday early with limited screenings on IMAX on the 11th or the weekend of the 11th.
Breaking news, folks.
It's not breaking, it's speculation because I think they screwed up. The other thing was, when we saw the trailer, it was with all the Disney sycophants.
Yeah.
I mean, they laughed at everything.
They whooped.
They whooped and howled to the point that there was a group of people next to us where you couldn't hear stuff because they over everything. It was like way too much. Now I get where like all these, and then also another thing is, this is going to break out later. There were a lot of paid influencers covering CinemaCon. That's right, flown in, paid to cover CinemaCon.
Per diems, hotel
Per diems, hotel rooms, influencers. And I had a conversation with a friend in the industry, a long friend that is a critic. I can't say who. Critic who has been doing this a while, who was not invited to something that was Disney and directly asked, does Disney prioritize influencers over critics? When pressed, this person replied, yes, we prioritize influencers over critics. So critics, your days are numbered.
Yeah.
Or I say, Chris, your days are numbered.
Yeah. Basically, old people who love movies and critique movies and understand the history of movies, your days are numbered. We're going after the young people who have never seen a movie in their life.
Well, they may not have seen as many movies, but you know what? It's fine. It's the new generation, new priorities. But I think if you're covering it and you're a paid influencer, such as look at Coachella, you can find a lot of videos about last weekend at Coachella was like influencers were out in force and bitter influencers who actually did not were invited and then uninvited. There are a lot of videos about that. But this is now the thing happening. Paid influencers to come to events and cover it. It is what it is. Let's do a quick side review, Alan. What did we have for dinner?
Yeah, we had the, what is it called? The Arch? We went to McDonald's. Against our better judgment, we went to McDonald's and got the Arch Burger. I believe that's the name of it. Is that right?
And what's your review?
What's my review? It's for us, it was a $10 burger. And it was not worth $10. I think, like, there are aspects of it that I like better than the Big Mac. I like the bun better, a more denser bun. And, you know, it's a difference also between the white cheese and the yellow cheese, you know. I just can't, I don't think I got my money's worth in terms of the extra I spent over the Big Mac. Yeah, I was not impressed.
I also was not impressed. The Archburg was like $9 and whatever. We bought it in California, which was our first mistake.
Yeah, but
I've been seeing so much about it. I was like curious. You know, I eat McDonald's probably a couple times a year at this point, or when there are no other options, like I'm at an airport. It's like, what can I get? So it's not like I'm a frequent fast food consumer. But I was curious about the Arch, and I had it. Nothing special.
Yeah.
Still, but even like my favorite is the Big Mac, but they don't make it like they used to. And truly, McDonald's sucks. In addition, we ate it at a place that was completely automated. There were no servers to take your order. You had to order via an app, and they brought it out to you.
Yeah.
It was bad.
Well, I'll be honest. All the McDonald's I've been going to are like that now.
All of them?
They don't want you to go to the counter. You have to do it on the kiosk or on your phone.
Sorry, I don't have a tripod or anything. I'm just literally holding this while Alan drives.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep us safe.
Yeah, pay attention to driving. But we will comment. We'll look at your best comments or ask us any questions. And hey, Andrew Cram gifted a Film Threat membership. Thank you, Andrew.
Thank you.
Tomorrow we're putting up all the members only videos from CinemaCon. And believe me, there are a lot. Well, there are more of Alan.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Jason Nelson, how would you rate this CinemaCon compared to others?
CinemaCon is, and thing I need to clarify. While we registered as press and were given press passes for free, it is completely open to the public. The cost of a badge is $1,400, which will gain you entry into every. I'm sorry, it's really shaking. Gain you entry into every single session. There is swag given away at every session.
There are meals.
Your meals are comped, so breakfast, lunch, and
and after parties.
Dinner and after parties. For the value, even for $1,400, is pretty good. But what's interesting is, I mean, I think I showed the crowd a couple times on some videos and some stills I took that will show you. It's not completely full. They could sell a lot more tickets. I think it's worth it because it's like going to all the Hall H screenings. Like everything is like a Hall H event. So I think it is, but it's like $1,400. If you go to Vegas and eat 3 meals a day for how many days? 4 days?
Yeah.
4 days plus the swag, plus the access. I mean, it sounds steep, but I know people that get badges for Comic-Con, pay a chunk, and it's impossible to get into Hall H, or they get to one Hall H panel and they have to wait 8 hours in a giant line.
Yeah.
With CinemaCon, you will get in.
You just
might not have
for good seats.
That's correct. You're fighting for good seats. So if you get there early and wait, fine, you'll get a better seat. If you come in last, you'll get a fine seat. You'll still get to see everything. Everything's big screen. All right.
Baseball game and sit.
Yeah.
So,
All right. What's this question?
Sizzleslack. Archburger says diarrhea is incoming.
Oh,
I'm
dude,
feeling it.
I
I'm
feel
feeling it.
sick. I feel sick. Yes.
No,
Thank
it's
you.
I think it's the food we've been eating. It's been so good. And then we followed it with a McDonald's chaser, and I'm feeling it.
And the other thing I don't like, we're at McDonald's. It's how you smell after you leave a McDonald's. It's like the grease is somehow in the air. It's in the air itself. So
And the way it coats your stomach too.
there's that McDonald's.
Ugh.
I want to brush my teeth.
Yeah.
I haven't eaten McDonald's in like 6 years.
And Supersize Me, it's pretty accurate still today.
Yeah. Any other questions?
Lord Comment, evening, CG and Alan. Hope you had a good time. Rawr.
I would say good time, but I will say the pace is what made us exhausted. It's
nonstop.
It's nonstop. It's like breakfast at 7:30 or 8 a.m. First session at 9 a.m. A little break for trade show. Then other sessions late night. Everything is from 7 a.m. goes to midnight with barely any time to shower and collect yourself. So we did 1 or 2 streams a day. I'm not sure. Next year, what we might do is Alan will go and I'll stay home. What do you think?
No, we need the 2-person perspective. Because no one wants to hear just what I think.
Well, Lord Comment also says for $1,400, CinemaCon, love you long time.
Yeah, I mean, I hear that, but you know what? Other cons cost like $300 or $400, and you don't get everything. With CinemaCon, you'll be able to go to 2 or 3 panels a day, You get the biggest celebs. You get to see things other people don't see and will never see because you only see it in the room. We saw a movie, a short film that Paramount probably spent $5 or $10 million on promoting the new Paramount that Tom Cruise was in.
And he's sitting
and
on
he narrated-
top. He's sitting on top of the Paramount water tower at the end of it.
Isn't it the Warner Brothers?
No, it's Paramount.
Paramount? Okay, anyways, he's sitting on top of the water tower. It was an impressive stunt. The whole audience gasped. So it's just things happen in the room that you'll never see again. The other thing we saw that was great, we talked about yesterday, Spaceballs, the new one.
Yeah.
They released the teaser. We saw about maybe 3 or 4 minutes of
It's just
the
Mel
actual
Brooks.
movie.
It was, yeah.
Yeah, the teaser that's online is only Mel Brooks. We saw that and scenes from the film. It is going.
Yeah.
It's going in on like Force Awakens, on reboots, on everything. So,
Yeah. The other one was Scary Movie.
yes. Oh, okay. Go ahead. Tell it.
Yeah,
Alan.
Scary Movie. I mean, first of all, the Wayans brothers are back, and they talked about it. You know, we started it, it got taken away from us, and then was given back to us, and we said, why not do it? And then they went through a list of everyone who's going to get offended by this movie, and they basically listed everybody, but mostly white people.
Yeah. Yeah. It's no, that one is. I can't wait for that.
Scary Movie looks good.
Scary Movie looks good. We'll get into it because Alan, being very smart, took notes at every session. So we're going to go through everything, show whatever trailers we have. And by the way, Alan did video the entire session for Disney. The Marvel stuff, Disney animation, Pixar. We are going to go through it tomorrow. We're doing kind of a longer stream tomorrow to actually show you everything. Then we'll talk about winners and losers from the show.
I would say there's
And surprises.
There's a definite winner this year.
Yeah, and it's not Doomsday.
Yeah.
I will say the other thing that I want to go through were the surprises. A movie called, is it Whale Fall?
Yeah, Whale Fall.
Whale Fall. It is based on a novel about a guy who gets swallowed by a whale.
Yeah.
They showed a scene from it.
Of him getting swallowed by a whale.
But swallowed by the whale. That's the beginning of the movie. And it's a survival story. Blown away by that. So
I don't know. I feel like I've heard that story before. It feels like it's biblical.
True, but this was, I don't know enough about it, but what we saw, the footage we saw looked incredible. And then we should go through all the numbers. We'll sort of scrub through the Disney video you took.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, we'll do that tomorrow. Obviously, we're driving right now. But we just want to let you know, thank you to everyone who watched our live streams. Alan and I have been very tired. We're doing our best.
Yeah. I think next year we'll be a lot smarter.
Next year, we will schedule better.
Yeah.
That's the plan.
And we have ideas about the actual live stream itself.
Exactly. Yeah, we'll have ideas about that. So, any other questions, comments, what you'd like to hear about it?
Look, I'm at one bar right now, and thank you, Starlink, for.
Yeah, we got good Wi-Fi for once. This is great.
Yeah, Starlink for the win.
And can you tell I'm tired? I'm freaking tired.
Yes.
Yeah, you should hear Chris when he's not on live.
I'm exhausted.
Is he snoring?
One of the best parts about going to Vegas is leaving Vegas.
I used to say that about San Francisco.
Really?
I love driving to San Francisco, and I love leaving San Francisco.
Yeah, I was kind of done. I was done. We've been in Vegas since Sunday night.
Las Vegas is not what it used to be, because my family and I, we would go to Vegas at least 3 times a year. And the thing is, I gambled a little bit, but there was stuff to do. There's no stuff to do at Las Vegas other than gamble.
Yeah, I think Vegas could have a new motto. Las Vegas, home of the $18 Bud Light.
Oh man, or the $7 fountain drink.
Yeah, everything was price. It was $6 for a banana, of all things. Yeah.
Well, you should have done what I did that was go to Walmart and buy food there.
Yeah. Well, luckily, most of the food was included in our in all the events that we
All
went
that
to.
breakfast.
Because there's literally no time.
Yeah.
No time. You're from one event to another event to another event. Kind of crazy.
Well,
So
but what I appreciated was, it's for theater owners, and there's all this new tech and all these new gimmicks and gadgets for the theaters, and I'm like, I think I'm excited for ScreenX now because it sounds like they've really improved ScreenX.
yeah, I'm not a big fan of ScreenX for a real simple reason. When they do the ScreenX effect, it's like turning the lights on in a movie theater.
Yeah.
It's too bright, and it takes me out of the experience rather than pulling me in.
Well, yeah.
So I've seen some ScreenX movies. I didn't love them.
Yeah, but see, now they're filming for the side screens.
Yeah, by the way, Spider-Man Brand New Day was shot for ScreenX.
Yeah.
If people don't know what it is, it's you see the screen, your normal screen, then you're surrounded on the left and right with additional, like you're in the thing. It's sort of like, you know what it is, actually, Alan?
What?
You'll appreciate this. It's Circle Vision at
Yeah.
Disney.
Yeah, that's exactly
That's what
it.
ScreenX is. It's Circle Vision.
Yeah. The other, but it looked like even with like Project Hail Mary, they did some incredible things with that. Like Lord Miller actually created footage for the ScreenX to basically extend the view
Yeah.
of what you're seeing. So Spider-Man will have actual footage shot for ScreenX.
Yeah, so yeah, brand new day it was ScreenX like shot, like they had the whatever the cameras were to capture the data needed for the ScreenX effect they had on brand new day. So they're trying all these like premium format gimmicks to bring people in. Still got to make a good movie. What's this soup here? I can't read.
The truth. Hollywood will do everything but make good movies.
Yeah, well, yes. I mean, at this point, they're trying to compete with all the streaming nonsense. But they did this to themselves. They could have said things like 120 days and then it goes to streaming. But no, it's a 45-day window. A lot of people, if the movie is just okay, it's 45 days. I can wait. So
it sounds like 90 days is going to be the end.
We have one from Joel Watkins. It says, Alan, he had Safelite try to do a drive-by on your car, but they couldn't find it.
Okay. Well, I appreciate that. It was at Caesars all day.
well, it is. I will say, Alan, it is nice to go to Vegas and not get robbed.
Yes. Hey, 2 years in a row.
2 years ago, it was the worst. I have bad luck in Vegas. That's all I'll say.
Oh yeah.
And
it continued this year.
it continued this year. What's this?
Matthew Hammond for 2. Is Screen X like the LED behind the TV gimmick?
No.
No, LED behind the TV I like because you can turn off all the lights in your screening space and then it creates mood lighting. It's actually, I like it. ScreenX is like on the sides, the left and right, you see more of the screen.
Yeah, they did it for F1.
It's distraction. It's distracting.
They did it to F1 as well, and so it felt like you were in the car.
In the cockpit.
In the cockpit of the
Yeah.
car.
All right. Lori, please read this one.
Lord Comet. CG, did you see the OG cast on the new HP. It's wow. I don't know what HP is for. All I think is it
Harry Potter? Harry Potter?
I know no other HP. I could be wrong. I don't know.
Hewlett Packard or Harry Potter?
Harry Potter.
It's got to be Harry Potter.
If you say
Thanks for the
HBO,
comment. Yes.
So what was it again? Read it again.
Did you see the HP OG cast on the new HP? It's wow.
I've seen we've seen the trailer. I've seen some AI
Yes,
stuff
Harry
that's
Potter,
kind of
he
funny.
said.
Yeah, I've seen the AI stuff that's actually pretty funny. So
And then,
yeah, I have. I'm really skeptical.
By the way, you
and
want to
then
talk about
Napsky?
Also, by the way, where were you guys when we were live talking about the Doomsday trailer? There's more people now than when we were talking Doomsday. So I don't know. We're on the road. And so, but look, I appreciate it. Just wondering where everyone was. All right, what's this?
Napsky's sending road trip snackage donation. So you need to make another trip to Eddie World.
Literally, we didn't buy anything at Eddie World. I wanted to, but we were so close.
I'm so disappointed. I'm so disappointed.
But apparently you can make jerky out of any animal.
Oh my God, there was so many kinds of jerky. It was nuts. The screen is very small. I'm trying to.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about Cosm?
Yeah, let's talk about Cosm.
Yeah, we're going.
When?
Last day of the month.
Oh,
30th.
Wait. Laura, you're back on screen. What am I doing wrong? Okay,
Yeah.
sorry about that.
Yeah, let Lori take it.
Yeah, sorry, Lori.
Yeah, so we talked about Cosm before, but it's like Screen X, except Screen X extends the film from the left and the right. At Cosm, it puts you in kind of a dome, like a sphere, and so the movie's in the middle, and then outside of it is are images and visuals to accentuate what's there. Some of it blends in with the movie, like with Matrix, the falling numbers. Then when I saw Willy Wonka, there was a part where you're going down the chocolate river, and they recreate basically the boat ride through the candy room. And so at the end of the month, they were in partnership with Warner Brothers. End of the month, we'll be seeing the premiere of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. It'll be done in full immersive shared reality. That's what they want us to call it. Shared reality.
And we're going. We're going.
And it's also, dining experience too. It's basically it's food delivered to you. The Cosm is essentially a sports bar with an immersive sporting events that you can attend.
Now what? Another question. Lori, where are you?
Uh-oh.
Did we lose you, Lori?
Uh-oh.
Oh my gosh. Sorry, I can't read this. I'm gonna have to hang on a sec.
Yeah.
It says.
All right, I'm back.
Okay.
Read it.
Okay. All right. So he's asking he said the OG Harry Potter cast was pissed at the woke nonsense apparently of the new Harry Potter. And Shatner and OG Star Trek people say the same to the Star Trek Academy.
Oh yeah. Okay, so that's confirmed to have been false. A false rumor.
What am I doing here?
Yeah. No, Lori, why don't you set
I did. He keeps putting me back on.
Okay, now hit that button.
There we go. Sorry about that, Lori.
Yeah, so a rumor came out that the OG Star Trek cast confronted the Starfleet Academy cast and had to hash out how they ruined the series. And Shatner confirmed that story is false. That never happened.
Yeah, it kind of seems bullshit.
Yeah. I mean, as much as that's the thing is, when I read that story like 2 weeks ago, I'm like, there's no way this is true. And so I never told anyone about it because I knew it was fake. And then Shandor confirmed it. Just because you want something like that to happen doesn't mean it actually happened.
Yeah. All right.
Cool.
So it looks like the reason why no one was watching us earlier because Gary was streaming.
Yeah.
He says I watched Gary and got a notification of your stream.
Thanks, Gary, for going live. As we're going live, we've seen the trailer. Gary hasn't seen the trailer, but puts trailer reaction on his. And there was a miscommunication.
And he didn't see the trailer.
The plan was supposed to be Gary was going to come on our stream. We would tell him our impressions of what we saw at CinemaCon. Then he would go do his own stream. But what he did was he went live before us or when we went live, and nobody gave a fuck about what we were doing. Thanks, Gary. Good planning.
Yeah,
We were supposed to... Oh, my God.
And Nick Tomato, I'm a little confused by what he's telling us. So he's saying boring. He wants to see Chris and Alan's booms. I don't know what that means.
Oh, I don't know what that means.
Super chat. I'm not gonna read that while I'm driving.
I don't want to see anybody's booms. I don't know.
It's all good. Anything else we can answer or anything the chat is curious about? We have almost 1,000 people watching live.
Yeah, we're doing this.
It looks like
which is about. Wait a sec. We have almost 1,000 people watching live, which is like 900 more people than were watching live when we talked about Doomsday when Gary went fucking live at the same time. Thanks, Gary, for stealing our thunder.
Well, I might have talked Gary into getting Starlink.
Did you? Yeah,
like
you should have. Yeah.
Well, Lord Comet says he really was at work.
All right, that's fair.
That's fair.
But then, what's funny, when we were done, I started watching Gary, and I'm like, he hasn't seen the trailer. What is he talking about?
Well, then we started
watching. And I don't... Here's the reason I think the trailer for Doomsday did not go live. Because there was a new trailer for Mandalorian and Grogu that did go live, and they didn't want to compete. And also, the Mando trailer was making an announcement that tickets are on sale tomorrow for Mandalorian and Grogu, which I think...
So I don't think we'll see Doomsday tomorrow. I think they want to...
We might. We'll see.
I think they want Mando. Mando's the priority right now. Let's just put it that way. And then the next priority will be Spider-Man.
Yeah. Yeah, so, they kind of try to space these things out, and they want to push Mando because it opens in like a month.
Yep.
A little over a month. Yeah.
No, Memorial Day.
Memorial Day weekend in May, which is the true Star Wars day. Not sure exactly what day. Another one here. I missed
Mozimboni. He says he missed it. Is Mando and Grogu actually good, really?
Well, we saw the first 18 minutes of the movie.
Yes. Yeah, I'll say this. If you forget that the first 6 movies ever existed, you'll probably have a good time watching Mando and Grogu. Yeah, look, I think Mandalorian and Grogu is more Indiana Jones than it is Star Wars. You're going to go on this adventure, and basically Mando's a bounty hunter, and you're going on an adventure with this bounty hunter as he tracks down old Imperial, like the Nazis, the old Imperial leaders who fled to South America. That's essentially what this story is. Would you agree?
Speaking of South America, one of the first guys that Mando goes after seems like he's from South America. Yeah, it's a video game quest and acquisition and resource management game.
That's true. If there was a Mandalorian video game, it would probably be this movie.
It would be this movie. It is the video they play between all the quests. Yes, it's the cutscenes. That's what it is. Let's
So
see.
next year, Bunny Ranch. That's
Yeah, I'm
what we're
gonna
at.
let's take a no on that.
Do they still have it?
I wouldn't know.
And then Andrew Cram gifted another membership because he's awesome.
Thank you, Andrew. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, the new members. Check out the members only content that I'll be posting. I've been uploading videos. I have to make them live for members. But we've gone over 30 minutes now. Any other final questions, we'll answer it. But we'll be live tomorrow morning. Might be a little after 9 as we get together. Maybe put 9:15 a.m.
Yeah, you're gonna get home kind of late.
I'm going to get home about 1 a.m. at best.
Aw, you should sleep on Alan's couch.
No.
Yeah, no, my wife would not allow that.
Yeah. Yeah, not this time anyway.
Park, I guess, out in the driveway.
Yeah. What's anything else? Oh, hey. 20 Mozamboni.
$20 to cover gas for the next 10 miles.
Yeah, exactly. Typical. Thank you, Mozamboni. Appreciate you. That's great. It'll be fun to talk tomorrow after we've had time to digest. You know, when you give your early reaction to something, it's not like, you know, not a lot of things we saw the trailers did not drop.
Yeah.
So we saw scenes, we saw, you know, lots of trailers for things coming out.
Yeah, we got to see part of the Billie Eilish movie.
Which
The concert.
which I really don't give a shit about.
I'm so
They gave us all 3D glasses to watch part of it, and I really didn't care.
Yeah. They were using Avatar like 3D cameras.
James Cameron saying, "This is the most ambitious concert ever filmed."
Yeah, no, it's not.
I thought it was kind of dull. It's a woman singing and running around and high-fiving people. There's no band. I assume she's doing karaoke. I don't know. Are there Billie Eilish fans there?
Yeah, but she has cuts on her hands because she high fives people.
Yeah, she complained about the cuts on her hands. I don't know. I think, you know, I'm just not a fan. It's not for me. Not for me, folks.
And she was there.
Yeah, Billie Eilish and James Cameron did come out. Hey, 20, great coverage this week. Thank you. Well, Alan and I had a thank you for saying that.
We have ideas for next
The
year.
1A train. Because all Alan and I could do after we did the last stream, just before we left Vegas, was talk about how much we sucked this week and what we can do better. And that more people watch others, and we're like, maybe we should just quit. Maybe, you know, let other people take this up. What do you think, Alan?
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, we talked about this or South by. You know, there's reasons to do these things, reasons not to do these things. It's all about, you know, what you do with the content material you get. And that's kind of where we're at. What can we do with this to plus up the experience?
Yeah, plus up. Hey, one more super for Gas Cash CD. Don't forget me.
Hey.
Thanks, Lord Comment. Appreciate you. $2 is 1/3 of a gallon.
Oh, Eddie World.
Hey, we're passing Eddie World to bring it all full circle. Look, there's Eddie World.
Yeah, Eddie World.
The giant ice cream.
There it is. We're passing it now. There we go.
Eddie World.
There we go. Sorry, folks. Complicated here. But we're there.
Yeah.
We're exhausted. We'll do a show tomorrow. Next year we're thinking maybe only one of us goes, and then
No, I think we need at least 2 people to go.
right,
It doesn't necessarily have to be you, I guess.
sure,
But I think it helps having the 2-person perspective.
all right.
You know,
All right.
you see things.
We'll talk.
Yeah.
We'll see.
We have another year.
We have another year to decide, but just want to make sure you're getting something out of it, and we want to do a good job for you. So
Yes.
I think that's it for us. We're 2 hours from home.
We are actually we're an hour and 45.
We're
Or
2
I'm-
hours from home.
I'm an hour and 45 from home.
Yeah. Then I have to drive home. So the stream might be a little late tomorrow morning, maybe 9:30 a.m. But we'll do a longer show. We will do a longer show. I promise you that. Thank you so much. Thanks, Alan.
Yeah, hey, thanks
So
for
we had fun just hanging out.
we did.
We did. Alan likes
Drive safe.
food.
I do like food.
I
Yeah.
love food too.
Yeah, he's a simple man.
I know. It's
Same.
like
Please.
we're surrounded by Bobby Flay. And, he has restaurants all over Vegas.
And thank you, Atomic Glory, for being so generous with your time, especially when you're like, we're going live right now. And you like jump in.
Well, next week we're on our normal schedule.
Yeah, normal schedule next week. Back to normal schedule. But thank you, everyone. Appreciate you. We have a lot to show you tomorrow. And I'm going to sleep for maybe 7 hours tonight. Maybe 6. So who knows?
Definitely. Hopefully it's 7.
Yeah. All right. Take care, everyone. Alan?
Let's get out of here.